everybody, it's Teacher Brett here. We are going to do a quick video on what the GoGoKid application process looks like. So I've gotten a lot of questions about, what the hiring process is. So we're going to go over that for you today. Hopefully there will not be too much background noise. We have a emergency plumbing situation that is here getting taken care of. That's going to cost me pretty much, I'll have to work an extra week or something to pay for that. But let's talk about the GoGoKid hiring process. First step is obviously to get your resume in. So what you will want to do is email me a copy of your resume, meteacherbrett@gmail.com. I will put it down there below again. When you email that to me, I will look over it, make sure that it's got everything that they're looking for, and then I'll submit it directly to the hiring manager. So I submit it within a few minutes. It comes right to my phone, so I quickly check it and send it over. They do have a website, and there is an option to try and do an application on there. I have heard mixed things about people being able to do it, other people not being able to get through on the website. So I'm not exactly sure if that's completely set up and ready to go yet. What they have told us is for our referrals, they want us to email them directly the resume. So I'd really appreciate it if you do that route. I'm not sure if you do the online one and put in my name, I'm not sure if I'll get credit for that or not. So the easiest thing to do is just to send it to me directly until they tell us that website is definitely up and ready for referrals. Send me that email over, I'll get it over to them. You should hear in a few business days. They have gotten a ton of applications, or resumes. So you definitely want to, wait a couple of business days. If you don't hear from them within a couple of business days, get back in touch with me so that I can check on it. But a couple of business days is what the turnaround has seemed to be so far. They will send you a email with an invitation to interview if they are wanting to move forward. So you'll want to follow the instructions in that email. Basically, it's going to be setting up a time to interview. Again, new times are being added all the time. So if you don't see a time that works for you, just keep checking back on that link to see if they have a time that will work for you. They are interviewing, it is Chinese interviewers, so they're on Chinese time. So there's not interviews during our day typically. So you're going to be looking at either doing it at night or earlier in the morning, overnight sometime. So as of now, they don't have American-based interviewers. So you'll want to sign up for that time. In that email, there also will be the PowerPoint. So you will get the PowerPoint for the 10-minute demo lesson that you'll be doing in the interview. It is a really easy process. So it is a 10-minute demo. None of this, 25-minute mock hour-long sessions. No, you will have a 10-minute demo to do. So you'll want to review that PowerPoint. Make sure that you check out my demo is on my channel, so you can check that out for an example. Don't copy my demo. You want to be your own person, but definitely you can check that out to kind of get an idea. You will be using Zoom to do the interview. Zoom is not the platform that they use to teach classes, so it's not going to look like that. But for the interview, you'll be using Zoom. That's a little bit tricky. So what you'll want to do in order to use Zoom when you go to your interview time, you'll want to have that PowerPoint that they sent you in the email downloaded and open up on a screen in the background. So you'll just open up that PowerPoint and have it on your computer. Then you'll go into Zoom. When you're in Zoom, when it's time for you to do your demo, there will be a button at the bottom that says Share PowerPoint or Share Screen. You'll hit that Share Screen button and it'll show you a little picture with any open screens that are on your computer. So you'll want to click the PowerPoint that you want to use, and that'll share the screen with the interviewer. There are tools at the top, so you can use the tools if you want to circle or anything like that. The tricky thing is if you are using the tools, if you use the pen and go to circle, in order to change to the next PowerPoint, you have to go back to the hand tool. So you have to kind of be switching back and forth, which took me a little bit of time. If you don't want to use the tools, that's fine. They're not expecting you to use the tools necessarily. So the interviewer cannot write on the screen, so they'll just pretend that they're circling or drawing a line. So if you want to pretend as well, that would be fine also. So for that interview process, you're going to have a 10-minute question and answer. They're going to ask you basic questions. Are you able to work, in USA or Canada? What education experience do you have? What teaching experience do you have? Just those basic questions. So you'll answer those questions with the interviewer. They will give you a chance to ask any. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but they're working on the bathroom. I don't know. You'll get a chance to ask any questions, that sort of thing, and then they'll have you do the 10-minute demos. So you'll do your 10-minute demo lesson for them, and then they will give you feedback on how the demo lesson went. So that's kind of what that interview process looks like. You may hear at the time something, or you may get an email later on. It's a couple of different ways depending on who your interviewer is and that sort of thing, but you'll get feedback on your interview at that time. So it's about a 30-minute process there for the interview. So if you pass that interview, you'll get another email. And in that email, you will be invited to set up a time for orientation. The orientation is 2 hours long. So you'll again go and pick which time will work for you, but it is a 2 hour long orientation. You'll be in a classroom with a bunch of other teachers for that. And then you will also give you instructions on how to get into the portal, how to set up your account. And then that's where you'll upload all your documents. So once you get your account set up in the portal, there'll be a place for you to upload all your documents. You're going to need a few pictures. You're going to need an introductory video, 15-20 second video introducing yourself to the kids and the parents. You'll upload your transcripts or diploma, any TESOL or teaching certificates you might have, and also your proof of either a driver's license, passport, something showing that you're legally able to work in USA or Canada. So you'll get that filled out while you're waiting on that orientation day. Once you get to orientation, like I said, it is going to be in a Zoom conference again with several other teachers. There's about 15 teachers in my Zoom orientation. The first hour was going over the different company policies. So you want to pay attention, screenshot if you want as you're going through there. That's what I did. If as she had her screen up, if it was something I wanted to remember, I was would screenshot it. But they'll go over all the kind of policies, all of the ways, the different rewards that they offer, the different classroom setups, times, all that kind of stuff. The portal, she'll show you all of that. And then you will have the last hour will be to practice going through a lesson. So when you get that orientation email, you'll have another PowerPoint. And then in mine, they just asked for volunteers. So who wants to practice teaching this slide so you can kind of get an idea, take a look at other teachers teaching. So it's not necessarily anything that's going to determine whether you're going forward or anything like that. You are hired. It's just a practice session. So about 2 hours for that orientation. Once that's done, you're good to go. You're going to open up your portal. You will be able to start booking classes. You will get your first class that will be scheduled is going to be a class with a trainer. So you'll do a full lesson for them, gives you a chance to practice in that classroom, make sure you're ready to go. So once you've had that class with the trainer, then any of your other classes, then can start getting booked with kids. But you do have to have that class with the trainer first. And that's it. You're all set. You're teaching now. It's pretty easy. It is a really easy process. So basically apply, interview, orientation, done. Doesn't get much simpler than that. So if you are interested, make sure you shoot me an email below. I also have a Facebook group for my potential referrals or teachers that are working with me. I will put that link down below again, or you can just search on Facebook for Teacher Brett. You'll see a couple of different groups. I've got one, for a couple of the different companies that I have been working with. So definitely check that out and join those groups, and hopefully I will hear from you soon, and I hope you get hired. If you've gotten hired, give me a comment below. Let me know how it's going. So far, I'm really liking it. I hope I see you guys all over at GoGoKid soon. Bye.